Okay, we're live. And Tony, what I'd like to know is what are the ways that you express love, or how do you know when you're in a state of loving?
I know that I'm in a state of loving when I feel that connection. For me, love is about connecting with the other person, connecting with whatever it is in my life that's present in the moment. And for me, love is opening my heart. Love is opening my heart, and it's saying yes, and I prefer a type of unconditional love in the sense that being able to love whatever is, whatever is in my life at the moment, whoever's in my life, and for me, love means loving from a space, like I said, of an open heart, not a space of you should do this, you should do that, but just accepting the moment as it is and finding that connection with that other person, finding that connection, and I just love that feeling when that connection happens, and that connection isn't based on anything the other person is or is not or is doing or is not doing. So it means that it's available to me in every moment, and it's just that authentic connection.
Let me ask you about that connection. What are some of the thought processes that take place as you're connecting or towards that connection? Or is it just something that you feel connected, but how does that take place for you?
It's all about feeling. It's moving from my head to my heart. That's always the right answer. And in my life I've seen that love is always the right answer. I was trained as a warrior for 27 years, and I was trained that power has to do with weapons and strength and who's tougher. But since I'm out of that life, my heart is opened, and I've seen love change things amazingly. In every situation, when I made that choice, and for me it is a conscious choice, connect or not connect. When I'm willing to connect, even if it isn't fun, even if it doesn't feel good, if I'm willing to connect, love changes everything. I've come to see that all that way of thinking before was completely fear-based, and when I connect, everything changes. When I love, and like I said, that love, it isn't about what the other person's doing or saying. It's being able to love, because I'm finding there's something I can connect with in everyone. I'm really feeling one with everyone, and it happens to be in the street. It could be anybody. If I have a conversation, and when I'm walking, I love to walk, and it's just walking by and just feeling, not necessarily saying a word to anyone. I just turn and I smile and I nod and I'm smiling, and I'm noticing that when I do that, the connection happens. And it could look like just a smile back. It could be an exchange of words. But I'm getting more and more in resonance with what love means for me is what I'm doing. It has almost nothing to do with the other person except flowing that love to them.
Would you say that connection happens as a result of an acknowledgement that you're having with that other person? Like in the smile, you're acknowledging them, in the eye contact or in the conversation?
Even if there's no acknowledgement, because for me, I'm really into the idea of unconditional love, which means you don't have to change, you don't have to acknowledge, that just going into a room or just seeing somebody on the street, sometimes I just think I love you. And I really feel it. And it isn't about going and talking or telling, it's just that flow, and realizing, I think what it is, Jackie, is seeing that person in me. I can see me.
Here we go.
In everyone.
Yes.
It's me. When I talk about, I walk around in crowds of me.
Yes.
Because it's looking at it. If something looks hinky or unpleasant, you know what I do? I put myself in their shoes, and I make the same excuses for them I would make for me. Because when something doesn't go my way and I'm in a bad mood, I have a reason.
Right.
I have an excuse.
Right.
So when something happens, I might be in that blush of anger, and that's fine. It might be fuck you 1 minute, but in the next minute, I'm thinking, you know what? I've been there. I know what that feels like. This person could be, this is not a good day for them. It's been not a good day for me. And it's just seeing that oneness and realizing we're all one. Our
Awesome.
experience is all the same, and being less intent on judging what that looks like, that this one does this wrong or that wrong. It isn't that at all. It's that one experience, and not from a place of I'm better than or I'm higher than. I'm one. I'm no better or worse than anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm one. Their heart and my heart can be one. And I bet I've had the advantage of being all over the world in some of the shittiest places that you can imagine, as far as lots of stuff going on. And I really found, even in places where I didn't speak the language, when I would just do that one thing, connect, open my heart, even with pantomime and no language, I really got to see that we're all the same. That we're all the same, that so much more we share is alike than is different. They just want to live, everybody just wants their life. What do they want? They want to be happy. They want to feel good. And so it's the same for everybody.
So you think that there is a basic connection that we all share in our desire to be happy?
We all share it, and we all have access to it right here, right now. The question is, really, I've observed, it's not what's going on outside of me. It's, am I willing to connect?
From within.
From within. Connect. For me, it's connect, not connect. And either way is okay.
Yeah.
I think we need to be good mothers to ourselves in the sense that it's all okay. There's no judgment. Happy, sad, angry. It's all valid experience. And another thing that I do that I'm really getting a lot of mileage out of is saying yes. Yes, I'm pissed off. Yes, you're an asshole. Yes, whatever it is. And when I let it in and it comes through, it goes. And saying yes even to things that don't feel good. Being real and present. Yeah, this doesn't feel good. As opposed to hiding it away or turning away from it. When I do that, the energy comes through and it feels good. And the more I do that in my life, I can do it for someone else. Meaning, if something comes up that's unpleasant, I can understand it. I can at least love for me, love is all there is. Love is the power. And this isn't just mumbo jumbo bullshit. This is how I feel.
Oh, I know.
Love is the only power there is. And love changes everything.
Yes,
like
it
water
does.
can make the Grand Canyon. If I'm willing, and that's the thing, it's all me. If I'm willing to open my heart, magic happens.